Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to everyone around the world. Welcome back to Osu Taiko World Cup 2024, and it is the hype as hell weekend. It's the finals weekend. It will decide who will get the podium this week. And first off, we have some extremely close match to show off you guys on our first match in twitch.tv/Osu Live. We got Brazil versus Taiwan, and it's me, Yongin, casting today. And with me today, I got Janitor. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello, I'm doing great. I'm really excited for this match. This is the match for top 4, I believe.
Yes, you were correct, and I'm as excited as you as well.
Yeah, both these teams have had one heck of a run this year. Brazil really plowing through the US before falling to Japan, Taiwan. Last week having a relatively dominant match against China.
Yep, and it ended up the match in 6-3 fashion, and Brazil lost to Japan, but it's Japan, guys, so it's not a big deal. And I do believe they are going to be probably stronger this weekend. We see 7 no mods this week, which is the one additional no mod compared to last week. We're going to see our bans. First ban from Taiwan as they lose the row, and it will be banning out 3 mod 1, and Brazil will be banning out DT2 actually.
Okay, not too surprising. I think Taiwan is generally considered a really strong DT team. Meanwhile, Brazil having a lot of really good hidden hard rock players compared to Taiwan.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised with well, not really surprised, but DT2 ban. I thought Brazil would ban something else from the hard rock pool, especially Taiwan's performance on hard rock one last week. But I guess DT2 is also a very good shot, and they're gonna go for, I would say, definitely Taiwan's weakness. 3 mod 2.
Okay.
A very nice pick on paper for Brazil, as Taiwan has not been showing up in any 3 mod picks for the entire tournament, I would say. Especially they don't have like a very solid hidden hard rock player. And however, this week's hidden hard rock is extremely rough on 3 mod 2 Egolas, as we don't even have more than 1 hard rock FC on the leaderboard. So any FC here with hard rock on this map, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, and this map is clearly only 6.02 stars, nothing beyond that. Very appropriate star rating.
Very appropriate star rating. Yeah, there's a lot of SV on this map. I would say the hardest part is definitely the streams.
Yeah, Taiwan has suffered a bit from not really having a good main hidden hard rock player compared to some of the other teams. I think when the maps are getting this hard though, maybe it won't matter as much. Brazil might be tempted to overmod a bit, but hopefully they can stay disciplined.
Yep. I do believe we're gonna see mostly 1 mod on this pick. Maybe HeroK or Fox are going for hidden hard rock. Alright, we do see HeroK going for hidden hard rock. So really risky run from him, as this map with 2 mod is quite rough. Everyone else with 1 mod.
If there's anyone who can do it, it is
him.
Yep.
Yes. Definitely the best modded player in the board, I would say. Fox are also a very solid player who can go with either hard rock or hidden, but probably 1 mod on this pick is more consistent, and Skullkid going for hard rock instead of hidden.
That's interesting.
Yeah, something you would not see usually. Everyone else, I think, on the expected mod.
Brazil is going to be taking the lead as long as they don't drop a lot of combo accuracy.
And it's gonna be a long one as well, so an OD 9.8 after hard rock, so a lot of accuracy could be dropped by both teams, but we're not going to see an accuracy battle, as the first break of the match is going to be from Hybrid with his hidden mod.
Ariada is beating Skull Kid in accuracy. Hero K dropping a lot of that 1-8 pattern.
2 times actually. It's gonna give Taiwan a window to take back the lead, but due to the mod advantage, it's still in Brazil's favor.
Yeah, you can see Hero K's score is actually still on par with Polemo's despite missing quite a bit, so that's the bot advantage coming into play.
That's so close. Bit more accuracy dips from Hero K, but high grades also 100 the entire stream. A double point from Foxer with Skull Kid, another miss from Foxer. Now Taiwan has to lead a tiny one, but they're gonna be slowly building a decent one as they all have 400 plus combo.
Yeah, I think they both missed on like a 1/8, 1/6 transition, which is an understandably tough pattern.
But it's still really close. They're gonna get into the slow section.
No.
Foxer finds a break. So does Polemo, and he drops a huge one.
Oh my god. 97%.
Yeah, went from 99 to 97. Gotta say, what an impressive performance from Hero K. After those two 1-8 drop, still on a really good score. But as I mentioned, he's gonna find a break. And so does the 2 high combos from Taiwan. No one has FC now. It's all down to the last part, but Brazil has taken a pretty decent lead now.
Yeah, that's going to be really hard to overcome. 40k near the end of this map, but there's still a few tricky patterns left.
Tiny break from Foxer won't matter too much. That's going to be the first map. I do believe Brazil's gonna take the free mod 2 pick. I would say 2 combo difference, honestly. Especially impressive performance from Hero K with the hidden hard rock and still getting an amazing accuracy score.
Yeah, one of the only 2 players above 1 million and top scoring the lobby by about 40,000 points, which is basically the score difference of that map.
I'm gonna get into the next pick from Taiwan, going for Hard Rock 2 pick. Speed Hard Rock, and I would say that's a pretty nice pick from Taiwan. As usually, Hard Rock 2, I would say favors Taiwan in the loser bracket. So does Korea on the other match. And however, Brazil does have the hidden advantage. But first, I do believe they're gonna deal with the Hard Rock 2 pick first.
Yeah, I agree. It is weird because I think Brazil is better on like early stage Hard Rock, but at this stage, I think it would favor Taiwan a bit.
However, there is one roster change for Brazil this year, which is having Lorenzo, an extremely good Hard Rock player. And I would say that definitely boosts Brazil's Hard Rock 2 ability by quite a bit. We do see him joining in the room. New edition of this year. Let's see how he performs. Quite a bit of roster swap from Taiwan as well, having Yue Mao and Monkey D. Luffy subbing in. For, I would say, the other 2 HD players, more focused on HD players. Voxer and Skull Kid, Harryada all stay in the room on the Hard Rock 2 pick, and also original from the Mania World Cup, but now it's going to be in Taiko. 227 BPM, OD 9.8. There's definitely some speed up session with Hard Rock on the second half with a very long stream, very easy to find lock because the SV is times 1.1, so it's 250 SV, so be careful.
Yeah, I didn't expect Dream to come in for this because I think most people know them as more of a hidden player.
Which player?
Jamie.
Really?
Or maybe that's just outdated information. It could be.
Problem. Because, well, you mentioned her.
Christmas.
She is the one who finds her first break. Yes, she has posts on Twitter with her 270 hard rock plays, and quite an awkward miss from there on the SV. Gonna give Brazil quite a bit of a lead. 40,000 points difference, but we're gonna get into the speed up session soon. Here comes the main battle on this map as well.
Yeah, dropped down to 97%. Everyone else well above 99.
A little off, I believe there's an offhand over there. I don't think anyone finds the break. Only a bit of one accuracy drop from the Brazil. Make it a little bit closer, but still 2 miss difference between these two teams.
They're recovering well, but 98% is just clearly not good enough for this lobby. Skull Kid, I think, is the next lowest. Okay, never mind. Lord's anyway at low 99.
Ariada finds a singular break. Foxarray as well. We're gonna get into the 250 BPM session. Ariada finds a big drop. Now that's a big lead for Brazil, but the break from the smoke pit. So does Ariada. And Grandma finds a drop as well. Brazil will be in the lead.
Oh my god.
That's going to be the first point and first break point from Brazil.
Wow, 3-100 full combo is really good on this map.
That's a really good play from Lorenzo to, like I mentioned, the new addition of the Hard Rock player definitely have boost Brazil's team quite a bit. Really good accuracies from Monkey and Harry, but Harry finds quite a bit of nub block. Also quite a bit of scores below Skull Kid as well, and Yuema with an early drop gives Brazil the first point.
Alright, that's quite a good early breakpoint from Brazil. I don't know if they were thinking of picking that later on, but certainly it was something Taiwan really wanted to get through.
I don't think it will be Brazil's pick, honestly. I think they will go for more of the HD picks, or gimmick picks, which is no mod 4. And HD12, I do believe it's also quite Brazil. There we go. You see Nebula. Another also original Song of the Pool.
Oh. Hidden is a weird one though, because Taiwan also has a lot of hidden players on their roster as well, so it's a relatively even mod bracket.
I honestly prefer Brazil on HD on paper. Especially Hero K, Foxer, and Skull Kid. All these 3 players, I would say, extremely good at HD.
Is Sevco present in this match?
Yes, he is.
Interesting that he's not playing.
He won't touch Hidden. That's my information I can give. I do believe it's going to be these 3, Yuemao, Polemo, and Ariada. This map, 250 BPM, and also has a lot of 1/6 actually. The start is quite slow and dense. Quite slow for 250 BPM. It's still readable because it's not 120 or so. But it's definitely a lot slower than usual 250, and then the big map kind of speeds up, and then it gets very draining. Awesome song, by the way. And an awesome map.
think Alkir tends to just have a lot of maps in like finals level pools.
Yeah. Definitely one that hits onto me. Hits up right onto me. It's a crashing metal sound. Alright, the first part is gonna be the hardest. You can see Yuema finding a drop, and then quite a bit of drop.
Oh,
so does Skull Kid, so does Palermo. That's just the hardest part.
Mania and Skull Kid down to about 94, 95-ish.
I do believe it's due to the Hard Rock 2 jumping into Hidden 2 moment. And I'm not seeing the Foxer and HeroK finding a drop anytime soon, so it's gonna be a rough time for Taiwan to come back.
Skull Kid is dropping some accuracy here and there, but maybe I was still well behind. Not to mention Palermo already finding that miss.
Highest accuracy again from Harriada. He's only 100 above Foxer though. A break from Skull Kid right after the break. Chance for Taiwan.
Interesting place to miss. Game, yeah, also finding a miss, I think, on the 1-inch doublets.
Up, and quite a bit of 1-8 doublets gonna make Foxer finding a break as well. Palermo trading it. Break from Palermo, that's a 50,000 points soon for Brazil.
Or
The highest accuracy has become HeroK. Harriada with a really good combo. Trying to counter HeroK, but the many drops from Palermo. Gonna seal the deal for this map. Brazil's gonna take the 3rd point. Really good FC from HeroK.
Yeah, that's a really dominant map right there. 75k points.
Harriada with 28,100 FC. Quite a bit of chain misses from Palermo. And that's going to be a 3rd point for Brazil. Quite a big run.
Definitely not looking too good for Taiwan, but there's still a lot of maps left. No one has even touched the no mods. And there's 7 of them.
I do believe they Hard Rock. I do believe Taiwan still have some pretty nice picks on the board.
Oh, alright, they're going for the Techno mod.
Okay, interesting choice.
Interesting method of picking a map as well.
And that has been Monkey's thing for the entire tournament. And we're gonna get into a different dynamic after 3 modded picks. They're gonna go for no mod pick instead. With a very healthy tech and slow down session on the second half.
Taiwan has, I think, generally done pretty well on tech throughout this tournament and also in the past. Brazil also has not been a slouch either on these sorts of maps, but Taiwan might just be going back to their strengths.
Yeah, this I would say hard map, like mechanically difficult maps. I'll say Taiwan players quite enjoy some of them, especially players like Surfgo, who who plays better in the second half of the tournament than his first half because the mid map are finally hard enough for him. Not too sure about how rest of the roster gonna deal with a pick like this. That's extremely hard. Have to see though. Really good accuracy start from High-Peaks, Hero K, Harry Out, and Skull Kid with a double S. But the hard part is definitely the second half.
I think Miu is having some accuracy issues on the board lane. But the rest of Taiwan is also dropping quite a bit now.
Except a certain person still holding on a double S. What
How
are you doing?
ridiculous. Hero K a little behind, Skull Kid not too far behind Hero K, but Harry Ada is just, my god.
What is this? Even though we haven't went to the hardest part of the map just yet, but still a double S on Teal here is actually kinda insane.
Basically the only reason Taiwan is actually leading this map.
Yeah, I would say it's because Miu is doing better than Surfgo, and both Hero K and Skull Kid is doing quite a bit better than High-Peaks, but Harry Ada, it's the reason why Taiwan is still in the lead. That's insane.
My god, 4k points?
He finally drops a 100 on the SV. I won't be surprised if someone actually assessed the stamina map, but on a tactic like this, assessing is kinda insane. That's the first break from Brazil.
This is the largest the score lead has ever been, and it's gonna get bigger with Hero K missing at the tail end of that section. Skull Kid missing on the low SP.
So does High-Peaks. This is the hardest part of the map. Quite a bit of chain misses from High-Peaks. So does and a break respawn from Hero K. I believe that's it. Miu finds a place. There's no more combo from Brazil. That's going to be the first point from Taiwan. And it was very close. But
only full combo on this. Sevka missing right at the end.
Um, 10 100s. That's a statement from Harry. That map's actually really close until the ending, where the slowdown really tells the difference between both teams.
Yeah, Brazil found the majority of the misses at the end. And Sevka too, obviously, because he missed on the last pattern.
And as expected, Brazil gonna go back to the HD1. Nagitato. Miyagishima map, the first one. He also mapped Hard Rock 1 as well.
Oh, it looks like Kyomo is coming.
Self-destruction.
Unless they just got booted out and they need to get them back onto the server for some reason.
I think, is he playing? Okay. I do believe Kyomo is also a really nice HD player.
I think you just assume everyone on Brazil is a hidden player, unless told otherwise.
Yes. And this is the slow-ish HD of the pool. I won't say it's a slow HD. It's not as slow as HD1 from the quarterfinals weekend. It's kind of similar to last week one, but a bit more techy type of stuff. But also slow down S3 because it's not 215. It's definitely at least around 180. More like the density. It's quite rough for this pick.
Alright, Polemo and Haiku still. Polemo coming in.
Yep, we have Chiomo and Foxoro coming in for Brazil. I would say expected choice on HD pick. Even though I thought Skull Kid would still play this with Hidden. But I guess we're gonna see Chiomo showtime on this. He did FC No Mod 2 last week, Chiomo.
Brazil does have the advantage of they have so many good players. They can really just pick and choose who is best for every map. If someone isn't comfortable on it or not feeling good.
A little bit of drop though, accuracy, break from Hero K twice,
Oh
so
my
does
God.
Hagris and Harryada.
It's a massacre over here.
Only good accuracies and good combo left on the board. Still 3 players with FC, Foxoro, Chiomo, and Polemo. Polemo with Foxoro, well, not anymore. Ariada finds a break as well on the slowdown session. This is the rough part. This is 140 BPM, I do believe.
That's Kyomo versus Polemo, the only full combos left. But Hygris' accuracy is still way better than anyone on Brazil.
Yeah, he's matching Hero K. Actually beating Hero K by quite a bit due to the early drop from Hero K, but Hero K has been building back up since then.
Getting close to 99%, but score lead is still unstable because I think Brazil technically has... Well, actually, it's just coming down to accuracy at this point.
Yeah. And a break from Polemo. Oh!
Wow, that was a massive break. Foxer dropping below 95, but everyone dropping, so that's not a surprise. Only Polemo left.
Hygris with a decent score as well.
More decent before
Fine.
those misses.
Yeah. And only combo left on the board is Polemo. No one else even close to this combo. I do believe that's going to be the second one from Taiwan.
Polemo
They take it.
does not care. Full comboing the map with, by quite a margin, the best accuracy.
And they take an HD peg. I'll say that's quite surprising. Actually, quite as surprising as Brazil taking the Hard Rock peg. Wow.
Yeah, I think it's the nature of the map just being pretty techy that favors Taiwan.
Alright, that gives the dynamic a little bit different for the match.
All of a sudden, Taiwan is back in the game. They still have DT1 available as potentially a nice little pick.
I would say this week's one a little bit different because of these one being mostly streams. Few weeks ago ones are mostly tagged, but due to no more having one issue for the rhythm pick, DT1 become a stream 240 BPM pick. And we're gonna see Seishun Complex as our next pick. No more 3. Speed map.
I like taking the first thing that Monkey D. Luffy said and trying to figure out what map they're actually referring to.
You know, I'm not the only one. I was like, what is he picking?
Really strong mental damage going on in the multi-channel.
Yeah, I mean, the guy has been playing World Cup for like 10 years already. I think it's like his 10th World Cup. And I think the only person who is the 10th World Cup now, so definitely quite a old player compared to the rest of the board. Not saying some of these players are not as old. Skull Kid started his tournament run as well, very early on. The rest of the board are more newer players such as Miwu, Polemo, and Surfgo. All of these are only have been playing Taiko for around 5 years. I mean, Miwu 2nd year of World Cup, Surfgo as well 2nd, Polemo 3rd. So quite a bit of new players over there.
Yeah, now heading into the speed map with a few 1/4 bursts, 1/6 bursts, not 1/4, and barely stamina training for single tapping.
You see who is single tapping. Right, Polemo is cross tapping. And Chiyomo is single tapping. Two single tappers on each side. This is just a very rough map, having not only 300 BPM and also 1/6 and I would say it's kind of an unexpected drop, but the 1/6 there gonna make Subiru finds a freaking kill.
Oh my god!
Oh, that's unfortunate. He hits the hard part but miss on the slow part.
That's just the story of every single player in the tournament.
And the finisher there gonna claim vv once again. Polemo finds the break. Chiyomo also trading one.
Sevgo though. Sevgo and Skull Kid both doing incredibly well.
And that's this map. The really tough map. I think that really favors Taiwan. Only 4 100s so far from Sevgo. Skull Kid actually dropping more 100s in the mono session than outside. The mono session and the spinner there.
End of the mono. Everyone on Taiwan above 99 is actually pretty insane.
Yeah. Monkey finds another extra breaker, dropping down to 98%. But this is just Taiwan on speed.
Oh, Sevgo finds a miss. Skull Kid is the only full combo left.
I do believe Skull Kid gonna be overtaking Sevgo on the top score right now. He is trying his best to take this point, but sadly, his teammate just unfortunately got a little bit speed capped by the 300 BPM mono 1/6. Really impressive play. Yeah, I mean, hey, props to you for playing this map. This is just an extremely rough map. And what a gigantic step from last week.
Yeah. Alright, now it's... I mean, basically it's turned into a best of 7 now. First to 4 points.
Alright,
no 1-4 and a timeout.
That's actually the first time I've seen someone want a timeout after picking. Well, I guess that I guess that tells how difficult this map is.
When your opponent starts reeing in the multi-chat, maybe that's a sign that your pick was good. Maybe. Or maybe it isn't, and they're actually just reverse psychology.
Yeah. This pick has a lot of quote-unquote memorized session. You can say it's memorized, but you can say also it's not. There's a lot of gimmicks in this map, and there's no introduction.
Yeah, it's also OD8. Brazil historically plays really, really well on the gimmicks. Taiwan, I don't think, has had quite the same level of performance. Probably still able to do it, but hard to say.
Yeah, they did not play the gimmick map last week at all. I do believe it's going to be Polemo staying in. He's one of the few players in Taiwan who can play gimmick. Possibly Harryada. I'm not too sure about Taiwan third. Actually, High Peaks as well. Yeah, High Peaks is a really good gimmick player. Got some really nice score on the EGTS. And Brazil, I do believe, is Hero K, Skull Kid, and Foxerun. These three almost take a point against Japan on the gimmick pick last week.
Brazil just taking a bit of time to compose themselves a bit after winning 3 straight points and then losing 3 straight points.
This map has a lot of gimmick session. There's also a bar line forest session, to me, which is the most interesting part of the map. Very easy to misread.
There was something really similar in like a really old gimmick map. I say really old, but it's like 2017, so I hope it's not that old. But that sort of bar line obscuring can make it really hard to see. Usually you just have to rely on where you see the darker bar lines and kind of just remember what the rhythm is. It can be really tricky to actually do it properly.
Yeah, this one is bar line gimmick, but there's millions bar lines in the background. The first part is mostly the yellow notes. Big yellow notes means finish. The finisher yellow notes, which is the big notes, it means cat, and then the smaller one means dawn, and then it subs in with regular notes. However, the transition of those regular notes, it's a lot more kind and generous than the mapper can put it.
Everyone taking some time to just really quickly watch the replay of the gimmick map to remember what they're actually supposed to be doing. Like referring back to their notes, watching the showcase again.
Alright.
Alright, everyone's in the lobby now.
Got added into the room. Gonna be an interesting fight. I definitely prefer Brazil on this pick, and I expected them to pick this after the HTM3 mod. We'll see how Taiwan deal with this pick. They did not play Gimmick last week. And I don't think they have played Gimmick the week before as well.
Well, if they're not banning it, then hopefully...
Actually, no. They play against UK. It was the last match of UK winning because UK got 1-100.
Ah.
I remember now, yeah.
Right. Well, that's a hard performance to beat. Someone not skipping through the intro.
I think that has been the thing for the entire match, that someone just not skipping at all.
Honestly, kind of admirable. Is increasing the tension.
Some people think it's actually calms them down listening to the song. Very rare people though. So far, only 100 difference between these two teams.
Alright, these players definitely came to play. Now you also see there's some kind of visual noise going on with finishers, sliders that don't actually do anything. Skull Kid did end up finding a miss at the end of that section there.
Now this is the combo building part. Because of how Scoity works, the slider, one of them will give him 1 point, 1 extra combo. So we can see everyone building combo very fast on this part.
Yep, back to the combo cap. And now's the barline section.
With some visual noise. Oh! The block from Foxeroo!
Oh my god, that's not a good place to miss.
And break from Skull Kid and High Greeks. A trade from both teams. Because this map having a lot of combo, that's actually more than 2 misses difference, I do believe. Just looking quite good for Taiwan.
Alright, heading into the most noisy section of the map, visually.
I love this part. By the way, Solar Eclipse did a great job.
Everyone actually holding on though. Seems like they're very prepared for this.
Yes.
Oh, except Skill Kid finding a miss there.
That two-way FC from Taiwan is leading them to take the point. Hero K trying to defend it with the same accuracy as Harrietta. But High Grades with only one break and a 99%.
Only one miss on that entire section, and Taiwan still having quite an advantage, especially with Fox 3 missing.
And Hero K as well. That's the entire team of Brazil being wiped. And the two-way FC from Taiwan still in the last spot.
Well, one FC left from Palermo. Harrietta missing right at the end, unfortunately.
He still beat Palermo's score though.
Score V2.
Score V2. We do see everyone getting 273 to 5 invincible notes, which is where the slider comes from. And that's going to be
actually top scoring the lobby thanks to having 17 100s only.
Oh yeah, I actually did not see that. But yeah, this is break point for Taiwan. Now on to No Mod 7. Mapped by Lise. And yep, custom song. Actually custom song this time.
Alright, this map is... Well, Taiwan certainly is glad that they just won No Mod 4. Definitely something that on paper seems like it would be Brazil favored. Now Taiwan has won 4 straight points in a row, taking another break point. Now it's their own pick then.
Yep, and we are on to the extra No Mod pick this time, which is the polyrhythm pick, and it requires quite a bit of a speed requirements because some sessions in this map are just very rough. And the diff spike in this session is just... If you're not having a good day, you probably went from 900k to 700k in one try.
Yeah, that's just what happens with these types of maps.
Especially this one. Low combo count as well, so... And rest of the part being quite a bit easy compared to those parts. So people wondering why everyone already dropped so many accuracy, because there's actually a BPM change at the start.
Love to see it.
So no one has a double S already.
And some rather unusual snappings as well.
Oh yeah, we're gonna see that throughout the entire map.
Already seen that Taiwan is quite comfortable on the sort of techie picks. Okay, what an interesting set of misses. Just missing on the finisher.
That's actually 3 set of misses, and now comes in the finisher. Miwu High Grades off one and breaks. But the accuracy from High Grades keep dropping, and that's giving a lead to Brazil.
Oh my god, 3 misses? 556 points difference?
That's the first diff spike happened, and due to Palermo being the only one again with the combo, Taiwan's gonna take back the lead.
Palermo hero performance these past 2 maps.
Yeah, and the accuracy dropped by Skullkid and Miwu on the mono session gives Taiwan quite a bit of a lead as well. And like I said, this map is one of the lowest combo count map of the entire pool.
What was that miss?
What?
Why'd you miss there? That's, I think that's going to get it back to even, more or less.
I do believe Brazil take it back. Especially if 100 counts being dropped by Monkey. There is still one more diff spike left though.
Oh my god, it was down to 500 points at one point.
Yeah, the break. But now we do see the BPM starting to speed up.
Oh, Miwu! That's not a good place to miss.
Oh, here it comes. Yeah, this is just rough. And I do believe Taiwan's gonna take that.
Oh
Yep. That's an anticlimactic map.
It kind of just ends. Miwu finding a miss on the, I think the beginning of the speed up. Unfortunate as a speed player.
That's quite a bit of breaks from both Lemo and Skullkid in the last stream. But that's going to be the map. That's
Taiwan has now won 5 maps in a row.
And I do believe Brazil still have some nice choice left in the pool, especially no mod 1. I think they should be going for that next.
Yeah, I could see that. I think there is an issue with the mods, though. Like, I still think DT1 is probably Taiwan favored. I don't really know about No Mod 5. I would think that is probably Taiwan favored, even though Brazil has a number of really good speed players. It just seems like overall Taiwan might be more comfortable with it. It's hard to say though.
I mean, No Mod 5 is just a not miss pick. I think it's one of the easiest route in the pool, and I think Brazil maybe should be going for something like that. And hope for Taiwan to find a break, and then 3 of their players able to hold on. Not too sure about rest of the picks though. I don't think Brazil wants to go for hard rock pick. And then the DT1, I honestly I disagree with you. I think Brazil has a bit of a lead. Still have a chance on the pick like that, but they're gonna go for number 1 like what I expected.
Alright. Unfortunately, videos are not on, but if you have a chance, you should go watch the video for this map.
Yep, and I would say this is another one of the easy maps in the pool.
I want to turn down your volume if you're on speakers or headphones.
This song kind of has like 50,000 traumas in them, and that says that the map kind of speaks themselves as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I would say it's speaking as much as it is, but yeah, it's okay, so Brazil seems to be definitely on the back foot. There's like 5 points straight in a row. But this is a good chance for them to come back a little bit.
Yeah, however, if they did not manage to take this one, it will be an extremely rough situation for them, especially that it's a tiebreaker, and that tiebreaker extremely benefits Taiwan as well, and I think these are not real miss, right?
Okay, it isn't. Or yeah,
I think Hiroke was a real miss because after he missed, he just mashed his drums after the stream completely, and I think he completely knocked lock at the start.
Yeah, it seems like it's real because he's still at 85%. Miwu also having a lot of axe drops at the beginning.
And the break from Skullkid as well. And again, what an anticlimactic start, and Taiwan having an extremely beneficial start because all 3 of their players are able to hold on the stream.
Yeah, it's kind of a jump scare at the start, but Brazil just not having a good time at the beginning there, and they're still paying for it. Hiroke building up, but only at 92%. Taiwan's accuracies are kind of nuts. 99.8% Harrieta. Well, he was. And then the rest of the players close to mid 99%.
Yeah, And a break from Skull Kid as well. Oh, there's Miwu. Not looking too hot for Brazil.
120k, I think, might be one of the biggest differences we've seen in this match.
I mean, it's all because of the start. But even now, Skull Kid and Miwu are both behind every Taiwanese player by 40,000 points difference.
Yeah, it's versus 3 full combos. Hiroke, actually, if not for the early tank, would also be full comboing.
And I think that's going to be the safe point.
Whole team combo on this is pretty nuts though.
They still have one more stream which could able to knock lock completely from any players, but one more part left. That's not the end.
This map is so funny. It just constantly has ninja sliders.
Alright, that's going to be a freeway FC from Taiwan.
That is really ridiculous. That is insane. 8 100 full combo. And then, for some reason, doubling that with 1600 full combo from Monkey D. Luffy.
And 20 from Palermo. Unfortunate for Brazil that QK can lock in the start, but even then, even if that did not happen, that's an extremely rough score to beat from Taiwan.
Yeah, even if everyone on Brazil full combo, they still would have lost by a really big margin off of ACK. Now it's Taiwan's pick, and they can really pick anything they want. Pool is getting pretty small now, though.
And I do believe they still have some very nice pick left on the board, such as No More 6, and there we go, they pick it.
Yeah, that is what they do.
Map by Orkey. This is kinda a speed tech map. 360 BPM. And this map has a lot of 1-8s. Just like every No More 6 so far. You can play as like a 360 BPM single tap.
Yeah, you could. I don't know why you would want to, though.
Okay. Look.
There are people who have done it, though. Wasn't there someone on, like... There was a player this year that was just single tapping everything below, like, 350 BPM.
Look. It's called Yanni.
Yanni
he was even single tapping 200 BPM.
He was just single tapping all the 1-4. It's the most unnecessary feat of single tapping I've ever seen.
Well, we're gonna get into No More 6, and looking at the players, I don't think anyone is single tapping. We see quite a bit of swaps for both teams. Lorenzo actually swapping in for Hiroke, and High Greeks for Palermo. And this is actually a really chill song. Just like every From song. First brick. First set of bricks from Lorenzo. It's only the start, so it's not going to give a huge deal so far. And the map only starts here.
Yeah, Taiwan has performed really well on the tech maps, though, so you really want to take what you can get.
I mean, I don't think we're going to be seeing another freeway FC, right? At least that's not happening.
For Brazil, you would hope not.
Definitely. I mean, they're in the back foot for now.
Yeah, if you have a Brazil banner, for example, for the low cost of $2.50 USD, then you would certainly hope that Brazil would be able to take this.
But already halfway through the map. The map gets harder. The song it's still as chill. But still, free rate 99% from Taiwan. What are you doing? Finally a break from Monkey.
What?
What? Two miss. Trading back from Brazil from both Lorenzo To and Miwu.
It's just Skullkid left on Brazil.
And he's up against Harryada and High Greeks.
$70K is a really tough score gap to close on this sort of map, but Harryada's going to help that a little bit. Oh my god, it's actually close a lot!
Monkey drop as well, but so does Lorenzo To, and is closing in. We are only having the last part of the map left, and Taiwan is gonna close out the match on 7-3.
High Greeks with the full combo though.
GG, well played to these both teams.
Yeah, Taiwan just kicked into gear after being down 3-0, and they just never let go of the lead.
And yep, Brazil will be leaving the tournament at the 6th place, and Taiwan will be at least top 4 of the tournament. And they'll be facing against the winners between South Korea and US, which is going to be the next match. Also, a very exciting one. Good fight to Brazil. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's the classic match, Taiwan versus South Korea, if that ends up happening.
Yeah. I mean, good fight for Brazil, but sadly, Taiwan are just a little bit too strong on such difficult pools, I would say. Really benefit towards them, especially 7 no mob picks. Yep. Sadly, we did not see a tiebreaker though, because on the pick'ems, I think people were expecting to see a tiebreaker.
Yeah, really well played from both teams, honestly, but Taiwan just having some insane team performances.
Yep, and like we mentioned, they will be facing winners of the next match, Korea versus USA. And we still have 2 more matches after this one, which is going to be Japan and UK, and the winners between Korea and USA versus Taiwan to decide the rest of the top 3. Has been a very exciting match though, Janitor.
Yep.
And that's going to be all from us. Hope you guys enjoy what we see today here, and we'll be seeing you guys in around 11 hours from now on. Take care.